So placemaking's like homemaking. Just as a homemaker turns a house into a home, a placemaker turns a space into a place.
For Melbourne Street, a lot of it's not necessarily about the physical change, but the actual basics of the street are quite good. It's really about that retreat from the public space.
When we went in, people were saying, look, Melbourne Street's going to be the toughest, there's nothing happening there, it's a pretty hard place. It was very vibrant years ago, but it isn't now, and you really struggle.
And to be able to see that, see the people in that area have the opportunity to bring their own character and bring their own positivity to the public space, I think that's an amazing thing for me. It was really interesting to see the group of people that were involved go from turning up on the Monday with maybe some sketches of ideas or no ideas, and going through the training and the exercises where you're encouraged to think differently about issues on the street or how you're approaching the projects. And then in the space of literally 2 days, come out with a whole series of projects for the street.
And then seeing the result within a week, 7 days, and people being able to see that they've inputted and really played a huge role in changing a place. I think it's been a great experience to show and demonstrate that you can do something, and that people who want to do something have the ability to, and they can really help.
And all that we needed to do was help show and maybe help facilitate that opportunity for people to do something, and to kind of move away from the idea of a council as a bad parent, and towards one where you've got a relationship with your allies and friends and kind of working towards common goals.
The project I was involved in outside the cafe, where we had, as a team, were starting to develop this and started to talk to the cafe owner about what they wanted to see and what they would like to do and how they were going to use the space and how they could get involved. And they took ownership. They said, we want to plant a kitchen garden here, and so they've gone and planted out the planter box. We didn't have to put the planter boxes in, they did everything else. And then looking after it, bringing the stuff in at the end of the day, all the checker pieces and the cushions that are on some of the furniture, and that was built. So it's amazing to see their interaction, their ownership now of the street, which has been pretty incredible, really.
When we finished up with the little fairy garden project, it was literally a case of the tools went down and the kids zoomed in, and they didn't need signs, they didn't need instructions, they didn't need anyone telling them what to do. They knew how to use the space, like kind of playing around with the little houses and the fairy doors and things. And one little story, someone told us during the week, we'd done these like elephant footprints throughout the street at different locations. And the day after we did that, someone came back and told us how they'd seen a couple in their 20s or 30s, arm in arm, hopping between the prints, which, again, like there's a lot of stuff that we've done that's, I think, could be seen as specifically for kids, but broadly it's about that sense of playfulness. Yeah, I think overall the makeover is a really great experience for both myself and the people on the street. And just seeing people come together for the first time and meet each other and start building friendships and social networks, and developing that kind of support, so that beyond the makeover, because the makeover is it's a finite piece of time, they'll be able to take those relationships, take what they've learned, and kind of keep on doing it, kind of keep on building what they've already done.
And I hope now, in terms of support, we can really find ways to support those guys in Melbourne Street who are doing these projects and who now want to do more and have seen the opportunity to do more and take ownership, to bring people to the street, change the way it's perceived, and that they're able to actually have that support of council.
So my hope is that the organisation still finds a way to keep on supporting I guess all of our areas in the city where there's energy and people who want to make positive changes, that we were able to facilitate that. And for the street to be able to be in a position where they're still willing to work together, work towards common goals, ask what's next, and keep on challenging the organisation as well, like push us to do better.